No, we're not headed to the liquor store, Ricky.
Yeah, we're grocery store.
Well, that's kind of on the way.
Sorta, kinda, yeah. We got Ricky over here. We got Bubbles over here.
Bubbles, yep.
I'll be back in a little bit, man. I gotta go get some gas and some smokes and give him a ride to the store. And I'm not going 3 wide in here. It's not Robbie. I'll be back, man. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Trip.
He's looking at the back of the truck like he wants to ride in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
No, bro.
Damn. Yeah, there it goes.
What? Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, this shit is janky at best. Oh. Alright. Shouldn't be that.
Here we go.
Yeah, this shouldn't be that difficult. All this cheap Chinese shit. You order for GoPro accessories. It takes fucking forever to figure out. Gotta put them all together and get them to work. So it's been raining a little bit.
Right, a little bit.
What do you think we got? Like 4 inches in the last 2 days?
4 inches. It's been 2 feet in my yard.
Yeah.
Easily.
I haven't been able to work in over a week. I got 1 day of work in last week.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I haven't been able to work it since Wednesday.
Yeah. Good time, said nobody ever. So, we're headed headed on up to the old grocery store. What's Bubbles need from the grocery store?
So some, looking at some good hamburgers and just stuff.
Okay.
Impulse buy, or whatever you call it.
And what?
Impulse buy.
Impulse buy?
Impulse buy.
Oh, impulse buy.
Yeah, impulse buy. I have no rhyme or reason today.
No, other than trying to keep your feet dry, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing.
Squishy, squish.
That's why I'm wearing flip-flops.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to pull up some carpet today. That was a fun job. I think she's a little crazy, but as long as she pays me well.
Well, if she hired you, she's got to be crazy.
Anyone hired? Well, that says a lot there, but.
What? Hiring Bubbles?
Yep. Did a great job.
I know, I'm just giving you shit.
I know.
Just giving you shit, dude. It's like your cat keeps coming in the house and pissing on the floor next to my cat food.
Yeah,
you wake up in the morning, I got a goddamn puddle of piss all around my toolbox from your cat.
Hey, and he's back in his little box.
Yeah.
In the living room. It's like little harmless little Peter Pan.
Harmless.
That's our Peter Pan.
Harmless Peter Pan, my ass. Oh, this light sucks after 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I hate those.
And that person, dude, no, they didn't run the light or anything. Fucking die in these intersections because people don't stop. There was 136 accidents in the last year in that intersection down there.
Really?
And
many? And
they won't. The city won't do anything about it.
I'm not. I'm not that surprised.
Now, they had a city zoning hearing about it the other day, and
of course there are trees. They can't cut trees down.
It isn't even a matter of that. They won't put in a fucking sign even that says like no left turn, or put a cop there to, like, you know, I don't know, give tickets to people who run the red light.
Oh wow, look at this idiot.
Yeah.
Out in the road.
Trying not to draw too much attention. More apartments. More apartments.
And they're supposed to do another standard here.
Well,
from what I understand, with why all this flat
somebody was talking about buying that and turning it into a park, and I think that could probably be the best possible.
That is the best absolute.
That's what we need. Even if it was just a dog park, you know what I mean? Like put a fence around it.
That'd be,
Stop cutting the trees down. Put a fence around it and call it a fucking day, right? Instead of more high density housing, like those was supposed to be like another 500 unit apartment complex over there where the theater used to be.
Yeah.
They tore down the movie theater to build apartments.
Oh, yeah, I bet that's a good thing.
Why?
That theater sucked.
Yeah, well, the theater was the one thing to do with your kids on James Island that wasn't
I
outdoors.
went there many times. I grew up at
I
that
know,
theater.
but they're gonna tear down the theater and put in a fucking apartments?
Yep,
Like, come on.
of course.
No, bullshit. All right, I'm not going inside, so I'll dump you off up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna park over here by this. Well, hell, let me just park. And
Yeah.
I'll sit over here and wait for you.
That's right.
Because it may or
And
may
the
not.
Club Pilates.
It may or may not
Club
rain.
Pilates.
It's Pilates, dude.
I know.
It may or may not rain at any given point, which is why I'm giving you a ride, right?
Yep.
See you in a second. I think Bubbles has had a few. It's 2:15 on a Tuesday. Why not? And I could sit here in front of the Pilates studio and watch grannies in yoga pants. No shortage of them.
Yes, I did.
Potentially find a home for that isn't the console. Anything other than rain and a little bit of work
Right.
going on? And
That's your payment, sir.
all right, I don't need it this
you
second.
drink those?
I will.
Taxi ride.
Didn't have to do that. Thanks, Bubbles. I do appreciate it.
Hey, you know.
I'd go check on the diabetes dumpster, except for the lid's probably been open for the last week.
Yeah.
And it's probably like 8 inches deep with water, hence the fact I haven't made any dumpster videos. Well, there's a couple reasons why I haven't made any dumpster videos. There's a fucking guy, and by giving him a fucking plug here, some fucking dickbag named Gary something, I've since blocked, he started calling my phone via Messenger because he figured out how to find me on social media. Started calling my phone at like, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like 8 or 9 times in a row. This is the second person who's took it upon themselves to try to call me. Don't try to fucking call me. Okay?
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
Anybody at that point.
you can send me a message. That's fine. Good luck finding me. A lot of people know who I am, where to find me. That's fine. Send me a message. Don't fucking try to video chat at 4:01 in the morning. But there's been that, and then there was a guy who actually showed up at the house once upon a time. Yeah, you probably want to set that somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going to sit that down. That's my favorite beer.
The guy that showed up at the house once upon a time, figured out where I lived, so I've been kind of laying a little bit low of late. And then it's been raining every single day, and the dumpsters are more than likely all full of water, so we haven't gone to check. Probably gonna need to switch. Well, no, wow, mail truck.
Oh, yes, you will.
Yeah, well, he's gonna turn into that neighborhood.
Yeah. Where's you little neighborhood?
Yeah, not a big fan of, you know, when you get to a point where people feel like they need to fucking troll you. They're like, you know, if they saw you face to face in the street, they'd be too intimidated to come up to you and be a piece of shit because you'd be afraid to. If that Gary guy found me in public, I'd fucking punch him in the throat. Anyway, there was that. Yeah.
And then look on the horizon.
Well, and the fucking rain. Everything's wet. And the place that we were taking the donations to, somebody, I don't know, man. Somebody was a dick and called them and told them a whole bunch of shit. And now they don't take our donations. So I gotta figure out someplace else to go with it. However, I am getting kind of low on pantry snacks.
Yeah, pantry snacks.
It's kind of nice to have pantry snacks once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm down to like my last bag of fucking Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah, too.
Whatever they are. The Starburst flavored jelly beans.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. What is this whole truck full of...
What is this, anyway?
That's framing for a roof, meaning somebody's building a house.
Is it the White House?
I hope they're not building another house in that fucking yard.
No, I'm talking about... What is that? Never seen that.
That's pre-framed house that comes in on the back of the truck. It's like
Oh, yes. There's a house on our street to the right.
that one that burned up.
No. There's an empty lot. It's been empty forever.
That's right. And there,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's about. Wow.
Yeah, that's a house on a truck. Jesus Christ.
Yep, another house going up.
A
Yeah,
little
that's
bit
it.
more,
It's about 400 yards.
a little bit more high tech than my shed, huh? Ah, so you
Hey.
guys got a new appliance.
Yeah, new washer machine.
Huh.
Ours croaked.
And it looks like
Yesterday.
you pulled all the good stuff out of the inside already, huh? I'd see the puddle, dude. I'm not retarded.
I'm not going.
I'm not retarded. I'm not going to leave you in a puddle,
Yeah,
bro.
so and look at the yard.
Fuck yeah, well, I'm glad I cut ours last Thursday.
I hope the neighbors are flooded.
They get water in that little house. Would you drop your phone?
No.
What'd you drop?
I think probably a water bottle.
All right,
I'll pick it up later.
that works.
In like 2 years when it stops raining.
Yeah, it's gonna rain any minute now. You mind to roll that window up?
No.
Thank you, sir. I don't have power windows.
That's a good thing.
One of these days we'll have to figure out this camera angle and go do the car wash.
Yeah.
This is my-
I want to do that. That's been a
Yeah.
bucket list of mine.
This is the first time actually mounting this camera in this truck and using it. There's a
we
learning
need to do
curve.
that. It's kind of a bucket list of mine, a secret bucket list. Do the car wash with the windows down.
Well, maybe we'll have to do that if it's raining tomorrow or something.
Yeah, so that'll be ready tomorrow for sure.
All right.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yep. Oh, I'm not looking for Ricky because he wants a ride to the liquor store, and I'm trying to not aid in that. He's got enough trouble as it is. His old lady is scary. His Ricky's ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, whatever the fuck she is, bailed him out of jail after he'd been in there for like 4 days once he cleared the medical unit. And first thing he did was come to my house and ask me to go help him get his bike back because he lost. Well, it's actually the wife's bike that he rides. But that's Ricky's bike now. I'm not going to ask Ricky back for that anyway. But now his ex-old lady who bailed him out of jail seems to think that he's going to quit drinking on his own. I'm going to do what I can to not aid the man, but I realize that he's going to drink whether he wants. Doesn't matter what anybody says to him. Ricky's going to get drunk because that's Ricky. I'm just not going to give him a ride to the liquor store. I'm not going to. I mean, if the guy comes to me and he's hurt in a bad sort of way and he looks like he's going to go into a medically induced something or another, Bubbles gave me a beer. I guess I can give that to good old Ricky because I'll drink a beer, but it's got to be, I don't know, he'll be outside having a fire and everything's so fucking wet. There's no fire happening anytime soon. So let's see. Well, I see Ricky's bike. He's at his house. He's back staying in the house. Somehow is maintaining a sober enough line that woman hasn't kicked him back out yet. We shall see. He comes over and he's clean. That's a start. Anyway, this video is just here to fill some space because I haven't been putting anything on the channel. I haven't come up with any creative ideas of anything to do. I haven't, I mean, the dumpster diving is the only thing that really gets any views. Any of the other stuff that I try to do, nobody watches. And I don't know if it's because I just don't particularly hit that algorithm on YouTube or what. You know, and then I run into the next thing, like with the Dumpster Panda video. It's yellow flagged, meaning it's only getting limited commercial ads, and it's like you try to do something and put it toward YouTube, and it's the harder I work at it, the less successful that it is, the less I give a shit, and literally just slap a bunch of stuff of digging in garbage cans together, the more seem to like it. So I'm exploring some creative possibilities in my own head. I've been writing some stuff that may or may not turn into a channel skit or something funny at some point. I haven't figured that out yet. And it may turn into nothing. The channel needs a different direction, because the biggest problem that we're having in Charleston now is that now that the population is growing, and I know that it's not my fault for putting these videos out there, but with the population growing the way that it is, there's people that are driving around and stealing shit from the Goodwill dumpster, or not a dumpster, but like the Goodwill donation boxes, which has brought a heightened sense of awareness to the dumpsters in the Charleston area. And so even when we go out and even just drive by the trash cans, there's people staring at us every time. And it's hard to do it incognito, you know, in stealth mode. It's hard to do and not get noticed unless you go out at 3 o'clock in the morning. And in case you all didn't know, school is back in session real quick, so the wife is back at work. And I'm not trying to go out and do this by myself in the middle of the night. So it'll have to be, you know, evenings like it has been if we go at all. We need to figure out someplace else in the area that potentially will take donations that helps veterans and isn't just... Because I feel like the food banks around this area get really abused by people who don't really need it. Because the couple of times that I've gone to donate to food banks in this area, I pull up when the food bank is open and I have boxes of stuff, and I look at what's going on. There's people driving $60,000, $80,000 Range Rovers, you know, carrying a Coach purse, wearing designer shoes, got their nails done, and they're at the food bank. Like, I'm not the kind of person that wants to support that kind of a bad decisions lifestyle. If you can't figure out how to buy a fucking affordable car and save some money and put some food on the table before, and I know everybody's got their circumstances, okay, but putting food on the table takes precedence over a $80,000 Range Rover, okay? I put food on the table in a $1,000 truck and a $2,500 Subaru, you know? And I'm not trying to show up someplace to somebody who is in less need than I am, and I'm not in at all any need, you know? I don't know, shouldn't have had 6 kids, shouldn't have bought a Range Rover, that'd be my thought. And there's a lot of abuse like that around here, so I need to find somewhere that has some people who are genuinely in need to take the donations to. So until then, that's all for right now. I'll check back later. Maybe there'll be something, maybe there won't, but I mean, we're looking to get anywhere between 8 to 12 more inches of rain this week, so it isn't even like I can go film what it is I'm doing for work, because I'm not. Anyway, I'll be back in a while. I'm going to watch the cute mommy in the, whatever she's wearing, walk by. See you later, fuckers.